Hey everyone, Tigertenaka here, and welcome back to Pokemon Emeralds. In the last part, we explored Verdanturf Town, took on its battle tent, rode on the cycling road, and battled a bunch of triathletes. And in this part, we're going to be battling a bunch of trainers north of Mauville City. Got an X-Tech from Zigzagoon there. I'm having to try to re-record this because there was a problem with the recording. Not so much the problem with the recording itself, but for some reason I went to check something after pausing the recording, and for some reason, even though I clicked resume recording, it was still paused. Luckily I noticed that before it went too much further, so it didn't take up too much more time. But yeah, a lot of recording issues lately. That last session had no game audio for some reason, even though it was checked to record system audio with Camtasia. But yeah, gotta love it when stuff just randomly doesn't work. It's so wonderful. There's that, though. Sandshrew is a decent ground type once it fully evolves, but it's not too great, but we'll be running into more of those later. Anyway, we got another double battle over here. It was right after this battle I noticed that the recording was not, well, recording, so... And I wanted to get everything in the recording, even if it's just one battle. So, yeah. Anyway, Numel, it's a fire ground type. Unfortunately, that makes it weak to a lot of common types, including being 4 times weak to water. However, its Mega Form in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire isn't too bad. It's actually pretty good. Especially in Trick Room teams and double battles, because it actually gets slower once it Mega Evolves. But it definitely makes up for that in power, so there's that going for it. And that should be a done Shroomish. Lombregu at level. And it's trying to learn Fury Swipes. Bullet Seed is superior to it in every possible way, so there's really no reason for me to get Fury Swipes. Alright, so let's go ahead and put Pelipper in the front, its first battles since it evolved. Anyway, we got an elixir here that restores 10 power points to all moves of a Pokemon. And over here, we have the Winstrait's house. Hello, I take it you're a traveler. How's this? What do you say to taking on our family of 4 in a series of Pokemon battles? Alright, that's the spirit. I like you. So what we've got here is kind of a preview to what the Elite Four is going to be like. Not exactly how it's going to be, but an idea. Pelipper is a really weird animation there. Anyway, that should be a done Tailo, because I'm 9 levels ahead of it and evolved. And a Zigzagoon. Now, it's the only thing about Pelipper and Wingull is that they share the same base experience, so that Wingull takes just as much experience to level up as its evolved form does. So that's why it's like that. Hey El, I found a pretty strong trainer! Oh my goodness, aren't you strong? You must be quite the trainer to beat my husband, though. It's my turn to battle now. Yeah, you don't get any breaks in these battles. At all. Even in the Elite Four, they at least let you, like, access your menus and stuff. Here, they don't even let you do that. Anyhow, let's wing attack this grass type and KO it in one hit. Yeah, like I said a few videos ago, Roselia are worth a pretty good amount of experience, especially when controlled by AI trainers. Even as wild Pokemon, they're worth a decent amount of experience, so you can grind west of Mauville City for a little bit if you really needed to. You're stronger than Mommy? Wow, but I'm strong too, really, honestly. It's kinda sad when kids are better at stuff than the adults are. Vivi! I'm trying to think of a joke with that name, but it escapes me right now. Anyway, let's get rid of Meryl here before it can start rolling out. Well, I guess I can take 1, it's not that bad on the first rollout, but once it gets to the 5th one, good God, is that a problem. And again, Pelipper's Protect now, so even if that wasn't a worry, I'd be able to break the chain. Anyway, Pelipper's just gonna wind up getting all this experience for free, because these trainers aren't very good. And we got a Nummel. Pelipper can just water gun that. Yeah, you get the idea. Huh? Did I just lose? Yes, you did. It stinks. Grandma! How dare you make my granddaughter cry? For that, I'm going to smack you. Prepare to lose. Don't need to escalate to violence. All I did was beat her in a battle. Vicky. It's not spelled with an I, though. Wow, I fucked up my own reference there. Icky Vicky. And she definitely looks icky, and so does this Matatite. I guess they have the same face and hair, so it makes sense. Bye, Matatite, and fuck you, Winstraight family. At least the father was nice. He didn't verbally or physically abuse me. Qua, you are strong. My granddaughter was right. If you're not in any hurry, visit us for a while. You people are fucked up. Now let's switch around everyone here, and we can actually get something for beating all the Winstraight family if we talk to the grandmother, I believe. No, actually, but she does mention that their grandson could be battling the champion by now, so we'll have to see about that. If you talk to the mother, though, we use this Macho Brace to more effectively train our Pokemon in training. Since you've beaten all of us here, I don't know if you need it, but we would like you to have our Macho Brace. If you give this to a Pokemon, anytime they defeat a Pokemon, they will earn double the amount of effort values or EVs. This is before the power items were introduced, so this was the only way, other than the super rare Pokerush, to manipulate EVs. However, over here is something that was only an Emerald. Trainer Hill entrance. Scale the heights, you hot-blooded trainers. So let's see what this is about. I heard tough trainers come to this Trainer Hill from all over. I can't wait to test the waters. I'll knock aside anyone that stands my way. Yeah, that's the only building in the game that you can actually run inside of. Do you know when they're opening this place up? I'm waiting here to be the first challenger ever. This is Trainer Hill, where you may enjoy tag battles with many trainers. Fortunately, we're still getting things ready. Please come back later. I don't remember exactly when this opens up, but it's kind of a cool little diversion. It's just, there's no real reward for doing it. But we'll get back to it later when it does open up eventually. Right now, let's go ahead and march onward north. Now that we have Rock Smash, we can finally get up here. Alright, now then. These two here. These two are awesome. Oh, we've just spotted a tough-looking trainer here of all places. Okay, roll camera, let's get this interview. Anyone who's played this game before, you love these guys. Gabby and Ty. Send out Magnemite and Whismur. Marshtop and Lombre, let's fuck these guys up. Magnemite will go down, and we can just fake out the Whismur, so it doesn't even get a chance to attack, and then we'll be able to gang up on it next turn. And Marshtomp grew a level already, so back to Lombre we'll have to go next battle. So Water Gun and Bullet Seed just cuz. Alright. My eyes didn't lie, I did discover an astonishing trainer. Awesome, awesome, who are you? I knew we were onto something wild when we spotted you. Well, please, let me explain. We travel around everywhere interviewing all sorts of trainers. So would you give us a bit of your time for an interview? Sure. You will? Thank you. Okay, I need you to describe your feelings about our battle, but it has to be short and sweet. Go! So with this, you can say any word in the game. So it can be something that actually describes the battle. It can be anything vulgar that you may be able to do. It can be a trending saying. Yeah, sure, let's put losing. Let's be the opposite of Charlie Sheen. Yeah, that's the perfect clincher. Get the feeling that this will make a great TV show. There's a chance that they'll air this on TV, so make sure to look for us. Okay, we'll be seeing you. And let's talk to the cameraman. Your natural got me some prime footage right here, so we can actually go back to the nearest television, and they will actually run a little special on it for us. And I know just the place. Right in this building where we got Rock Smash. If we can see here, the TV is flashing. In search of trainers. Hi, I'm visiting an area near Route 111. We're trying to spot some up-and-coming new talent in the field. Today, we turned our lens on the trainer Anthony. There's something about this trainer that piqued our interest. Best way to determine how strong a trainer is? Well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in battle with Anthony. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and tossed aside. Anthony is ruthlessly strong. Here's our impressions after having battled our featured trainer. I lost confidence in myself as a result of our encounter. We were beaten before we could launch a single attack. Oh. In spite of that, Anthony's battles are worth seeing. I recommend confident trainers to challenge Anthony. After our battle, we asked Anthony for a succinct summary. The trainer replied, losing. Anthony's Pokemon Marshtomp and Lombre. And losing. That's deep. There's deep significance behind that quote. It's no surprise. A good trainer has good things to say. That's all for today. See you again in our next broadcast. Yeah, those guys are just full of energy when they're doing the interview in the TV show. But that's not the only time or place we will see those two. We'll be seeing them a couple times throughout our journey, and they'll ask us for an interview every time we battle them. They're a good way to earn some money, too, because in this point of the game, 1,600 Pokédollars is a lot. Especially if you get an amulet coin somewhere along the line, that's really good. You can see they're already gone. But let's go ahead and actually continue on here. Treen and a Shroomish. Go figure. Let's Nature Power. Damn it! I guess I don't have to worry about Effect Spore anymore. Meryl! Finally, something Lombre might be able to take out in one turn. Only by hitting it 4 times. See what I mean about Lombre not being that good? At least not being a grass type. Anyway, let's go and use one of our cherry berries, because we hardly ever use our berries. Alright. Got another Pokemon trainer over here. I'm full of pep. My Pokemon is ready too. Or peppy. Peppy hair? Do a barrel roll? No? Nothing? Okay. Got another Sandshrew, so this will go down pretty easily too. Bullet Seed. See, why couldn't you do that to the Meryl, Lombre? Why you gotta be so weak? My Pokemon lost its pep. Well, yeah, it kinda got KO'd. Anyway, if we try going north here, the sandstorm is vicious. It's impossible to keep going. Yeah, you wouldn't want to have a sandstorm right in your face, so we can't exactly go that way right now. Over here we got Route 112. I'm strong. I won't cry if I lose. Okay. Something tells me you will, even though you said that. Larry sent out Nuzleaf. The rival battle between the version exclusives. Who will come out on top? Probably Lombre because he's 7 levels higher, but that doesn't matter. Oh no, it hardened up and didn't do anything after that. Wah! You lied. You did cry. I'm not crying because I miss my mommy. Oh. When you're on a picnic, why you simply have to sing. Come on, sing with me. No, because I can't sing worth a shit. Do you not hear this voice? It's bullcrap. It's really, really bad at singing. Just, no. I will not sing. And hey, their own Lombre. Bullet Seed! Jesus Christ, that was 5 times. Swift did more damage, come on. Oh, you're so strong. And we've got just a couple more trainers up here. Let's go and put Marshtomp out there, because hikers usually have rock and ground types. My legs are solid from pounding up and down the mountains. They're not gonna buckle easily, friend. If you say so, Trent. That's water gun and kill. Water gun and kill. And water gun and kill. Ouch, my leg's cramped up. Yeah, because you have 3 of the same fucking Pokemon. You grab some bandages from my backpack? Nope, that's my Pokénav. Oh, final registry. Jeez, that's kind of a jerkish thing to do to the guy. Anyway, we got another hiker up here, and we got something going on up there. We'll have to see what that is after this battle. Anyway, that's a Numel that's also 4 times weak to water, and a Machop. Let's Mud Shot that, and goes down. We're so OP right now. Let's see what's going on. Hey man, is our leader really gonna awaken that thing? Sounds like it, yeah, but I heard we need a meteorite to do it. Oh, I get it now. That's why the rest of the crew went out to Fall Arbor. You got it. Until they come back, we're not to let anyone pass, right? Alright, so it looks like we're not going to be able to go anywhere with that. Mount Chimney Cable Car. Short up, walk away. Yeah, they're blocking the way to the cable car, but over here, we've got a cave to go into. So next time on Pokemon Emerald, we'll be seeing exactly what's in here. See you guys then.